Hello everyone, welcome to YantraTek. Today we would be reviewing the Nikon D5600. As part of the review, we would be going through the specifications of the camera, have a look at the options and buttons that are available on the camera. We'll have a look at the image and video quality and do a field test. So the specifications of the camera go like this. This is a DX format, that is a crop frame camera, as compared to the FX format, that is the full frame camera available from Nikon. This has 24.2 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor. 24.2 is the effective megapixels here. Exceed 4 processor. This comes with the ISO range of 100 to 25,600. It has 39 autofocus points, with 9 of them being cross type. This has time-lapse movie recording. It has a 3.2-inch articulating LCD touchscreen that swivels for 180 degrees. We'll have a look at that in a moment. The connectivity options available on Nikon D5600 are Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and NFC. This comes with SnapBridge functionality, wherein you can download the SnapBridge app for your Android and iOS devices and connect that to the camera, which will help transferring images instantly from the camera to your device. This has 5 frames per second of shooting capability, a maximum image size of 6000 by 4000. It can shoot in 12 and 14 bits RAW. The complete details of the specifications are available in the link below. Please do check it out. Let's start up the camera. So you need to mount your lens onto your body like this. Just take out the caps. Next, there are dots provided on the lens and the body, which you'll need to align like this, and then turn the lens till it clicks. This means the lens is now secured on to the body. Next, let's pop in the battery. There are pins here, as you can see, which need to be aligned to your battery this way. Just give a gentle push. And that's for the battery. Next would be the card. Let me quickly show you the design here. Yeah, so as you can see, the card needs to be aligned like this, and it goes inside here. Just pop it in and you're good to go. Take out the front lens cap, open up the LCD screen. This is the on and off button. Just push it to on, and this is the screen. So this is the screen, and as you can see, we have a message called lens retracted. That's because the lens is in retracted position Let's put it to the minimum length for now and leave it there. Let's go over and have a look at the various buttons that are available to us here. So this is the flash button. What this does is it opens up the inbuilt flash. When you use this along with the command dial, that is, you press this and change the command dial, it also helps you change the flash mode. So this, you can change it to whatever you want quickly. This is the function button. By default, it's programmed to change the ISO. So you again use the command wheel while you're pressing the button and it changes the ISO. This is a reprogrammable button. There are other options available for reprogramming this button as well. This is the lens release button. Let's retract the lens, switch off the camera, and yeah, so you press it and you can take the lens off. It's secure back right now. This one is the release mode button. So when you press this, as you can see, it goes to the release mode and you can change the kind of mode. It's single frame, continuous low, continuous high, quiet shutter release, self timer, and you can set it with that. This is your stereo mic. This is the hot shoe. Hot shoe is used to mount external accessories like external flash, external microphone, and few other things which are available. This is the menu button. Takes you to the menu. We'll go through this in a minute. You have the proximity sensor here. What this does is when you bring the camera close to your face to take a shot, it automatically switches off the screen because this is a touch screen, and that helps preventing any accidental change in settings. This is the diopter wheel. This is useful to set your optical view in line with your eyesight, and you need to adjust this first thing once you get your camera. This is the info button, takes you to the regular screen. This is your auto exposure and autofocus lock. If you keep this pressed, that will basically lock your exposure, auto exposure, and your autofocus. Once you release the button, the lock goes off. This is your command dial. We have the playback button here. Once you press it, you go to the last image that you have captured. Now if you press I is like a shortcut menu. This takes you, or a quick setting menu. This takes you to a menu where you basically can change your settings. Let me quickly show you the touchscreen functionality here as well. ISO. So you have the whole range here till 25,600. This is the wheel, used in a lot of options, comes very handy. This is your zoom in and zoom out. Zoom into the image, zoom out of it, and this is the delete button. This will basically delete image or video that you choose. So this is the mode dial. This helps you select the kind of mode that you want to shoot in. M stands for manual. A is aperture priority, where you set the aperture, and the remaining settings will be set by the camera accordingly. This is shutter speed priority, where you can choose the shutter speed, and the remaining settings will be done by the camera. So these are kind of semi-auto modes. Program mode, scene mode, FX mode, you can choose the kind of scenes and effects that you want to shoot in. Auto mode is complete auto mode, where everything is done by the camera, and this is you basically just shoot. This is the no flash mode. What we have here is live view. So if you press this, let's open up the lens, and if you press this goes into live view. Then you can basically focus and change and have a look at things in live view. You press this again, the live view goes off. What we have here is the recording button for video recording, and this is the button for the exposure compensation. So as you can see here, if you hold that and change the command dial, you can change the exposure and correct it as needed. Right. So let's have a look at the menu options. These are the first set of menu options. You can change your playback folder. You have your image review on, and you have all these different settings. You have the shooting menu, where you change the storage folder. You can rename the files, select the image quality. The custom setting menu. Now this is the menu where you can actually change the function button. As you can see here, it says F1 assign function button. If you press this, you can change it to do any of the other functions like image quality size, white balance, auto bracketing, all of these. You can also change what the assign, basically assign few functions to the auto exposure and auto focus lock button here. Right now it is set to lock both of them, but you can choose one of these, and that will help you change the settings directly here. So if you press it, that is what it will do. You can change the assign touch function and other options there. We'll not be going through the entire menu, but these are just some quick look at what options are available. You can format your memory card directly from here, which is something that is recommended every time you copy your media back onto your system or a backup, and then you would want to do this because that will help keep everything in proper order, and that will help with the performance of the memory card. You have the time zone and date. You have copyright information and image comment. So these are something which also gets tagged to your photos that goes to SnapBridge. Now you have the retouch menu here, where you can probably do the retouching for your images right away. It depends on your choice. You can do it either here or you can do it on the system, and you have the recent settings. That's all for this part of the video. Do check out the follow-up video where we would be following through to the remaining part of the review and have a look at more options, the image and video quality, and a small field test. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.